So in this video, we're going to talk about the cost of generating all of your marketing material for your properties, leveraging AI versus the traditional cost. So first of all, your first listing is completely free. There's no credit cards required, no subscriptions, no spam in your email box, and no strings attached. If we look at the cost of what this would take to do in a more traditional method using an agency or designers or virtual assistants, I just threw this question in to AI. I realize that the cost of these things traditionally could be all over the map. Obviously, it's more expensive if you're getting somebody here stateside that just specializes in these things. Over the last few years, there's been sort of a surge in seeing a lot of virtual assistants and shifting overseas. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but just to briefly go through what AI is throwing back at us, it's saying for the announcement graphics, it might be somewhere between $150 and $300. For your social media graphics, again, another $150 to $300. Honestly, those numbers sound a little high to me. Listing videos, maybe on the low end, $75 to $150. Professionally edited with voiceover, $150 to $400. Property flyers, maybe another $75 to $150. Again, that sounds a little bit high to me. Your social media captions is $25 to $75. So I'm thinking about things as we're going through this, like Fiverr.com and some of these different things, which are hit and miss a little bit depending on who you get. But I think there's probably some of these costs are probably high. But just to kind of skip to the bottom, it's saying a conservative low end estimate of around $635. I believe that number could be lower. But even if you could cut that number in half, AI is going to be way cheaper. And so what does it look like with AI? If you go into the credits page, just from the top of your dashboard, there's a credit links. And when you click into the credits page, if you were just buying a single credit, it would be $9 for all of these things. 3 credits would be the equivalent of $850 per listing. 5 credits would be $750 per listing, and 10 credits would get your cost of the AI down to $6 per listing. And so this is a credit system that you just simply purchase credits. The credits are good for 1 year. They do expire 12 months after purchase. I'm not going to read through this right now, but it says each credit includes a listing pack plus the initial video creation. If you hover over the listing pack, it shows you everything that's included in a listing pack. And then the initial video generation is included in this as well. And so there is a very real cost to generate all of these things, to leverage the AI. There's a lot of different systems going on in the background that are all integrated together to make this a seamless experience for you. But there is a cost every time you generate something. And so the initial video generation, for example, is included in any of these packages. But if you wanted to regenerate the video again, then that would be an additional $2.50 for video regeneration credits. And so that's what that is for. If you're not regenerating videos multiple times, then you would never need to purchase video regeneration credits, because you would be able to leverage the standard listing credit to create that initial video. Hopefully all of that makes sense. It's pretty simple. 1 credit equals 1 property listing. And the more credits you buy, the cheaper it gets. So again, to quickly recap, your first listing is completely free. You don't have to provide a credit card. You don't have to subscribe to anything. Not going to spam your inbox. And there are no strings attached. And to continue the recap, according to AI, conservative estimates to get everything that you'd be getting in this listing pack, you're spending around $635. I think that that's high, but even if you cut that number in half and assume that you could get somebody to do all of this for you for a few $100s, that's still significantly higher than $9 per listing. Hopefully all of this information is helpful and gives you some good perspective on what you might expect to see when utilizing different AI platforms to market your real estate listings.
Please like and subscribe. Your support helps us continue building meaningful AI tools and educational content for realtors. You can click the videos on the screen to continue to the next lesson or jump back to the beginning of the course. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.